A covert narcissist, unlike the overt variety or the overt narcissist, appears shy, sensitive, or introverted. Covert narcissists mask their narcissism behind a facade of vulnerability, making it harder to recognize their self-centered traits. Covert narcissists are the vulnerable narcissists, the hidden narcissists. They often portray themselves as highly sensitive individuals. They may claim to be deeply affected by others' feelings, using this as a way to draw attention to their own emotional turmoil. Rather than expressing anger directly, covert narcissists may use passive-aggressive behaviors. They might sulk, give the silent treatment, or make sarcastic remarks to express their displeasure. They often adopt a victim mentality, believing that they are perpetually misunderstood or mistreated. This helps them garner sympathy and deflect accountability for their actions. While they may seem empathetic, covert narcissists struggle to genuinely connect with others' emotions. Their empathy is often performative, focused on how situations affect them. The covert narcissists, they often harbor grandiose fantasies, but express them subtly. They may consider themselves exceptionally talented or destined for greatness, but feel overlooked or unappreciated. Although they may avoid the spotlight, covert narcissists still seek validation. They often fish for compliments or provoke concern from others to feel special. They can be skilled manipulators, using guilt or emotional blackmail to control others. This often involves making others feel responsible for their emotional state. Covert narcissists may isolate their partners or friends, creating a dependency that makes it easier to control them. They may subtly undermine their loved ones' relationships with others. Beneath their surface lies deep insecurity. They often compare themselves to others and feel inadequate, which fuels their narcissistic behaviors. Despite projecting a sense of superiority, their self-esteem is often fragile. Criticism or perceived slights can lead to intense feelings of shame or rage. In relationships, covert narcissists may start off charming but gradually shift to being controlling or dismissive. Their partners often feel confused and emotionally drained. Covert narcissists may idealize others initially, then quickly devalue them once they feel the person is no longer meeting their needs. They can be incredibly jealous, feeling threatened by the success or happiness of others. This jealousy often manifests in backhanded compliments or disparaging remarks. Even mild criticism can trigger defensive or aggressive responses. They may sulk or retaliate, often blaming others for their negative feelings. Covert narcissists may display a smug demeanor, feeling superior while masking it with false humility. This attitude can alienate those around them. Covert narcissists often disregard boundaries. They expect others to cater to their emotional needs without reciprocation. This can lead to feelings of resentment among friends and loved ones. Their self-image can swing dramatically based on external validation. They may feel amazing one moment and worthless the next, leading to erratic behavior. In romantic relationships, they may idealize partners initially, but later become resentful and controlling. They often project their insecurities onto their partners. Covert narcissists often struggle with authenticity. They may present a false self to fit in, leading to deep-seated feelings of disconnection and loneliness. They are preoccupied with how others perceive them. This obsession drives their behavior, leading to constant self-monitoring and performance. Their narrative often revolves around self-pity. They may frequently recount past injustices, drawing attention to their suffering rather than seeking solutions. Covert narcissists can harbor resentment towards those who appear more successful or happy. This can lead to undermining behavior, often disguised as concern. They may engage in intellectual discussions to distance themselves from their feelings. This helps them avoid emotional vulnerability while still seeking admiration. Their manipulation is often subtle, making it hard for others to recognize. They may play on insecurities or guilt, steering conversations to serve their needs. Conflict often escalates due to their inability to handle criticism. They may refuse to acknowledge their role in disagreements, further complicating resolutions. They struggle to take responsibility for their actions, often blaming external factors or other people for their problems. This can lead to ongoing conflicts in relationships. Covert narcissists often experience emotional highs and lows, struggling to maintain emotional stability. This can create an unstable environment for those around them. They may offer feedback that appears constructive but is laced with criticism. This undermines the self-esteem of those they target while allowing the narcissist to maintain a veneer of helpfulness. Despite their desire for connection, they often feel uncomfortable with true intimacy. Their fear of vulnerability can sabotage meaningful relationships. Covert narcissists often harbor a deep fear of abandonment, leading to clinginess or controlling behavior in relationships. This fear can drive them to sabotage connections. They may idealize past relationships, viewing former partners through a rose-colored lens. This can create a cycle of dissatisfaction in current relationships. They may be quick to criticize others while being unable to see their own flaws. This creates a toxic environment where others feel constantly judged. Covert narcissists are adept at justifying their behavior, often convincing themselves that their actions are reasonable or necessary, even when they harm others. They can be resistant to change, preferring familiar patterns even if they are unhealthy. This resistance often stems from fear of vulnerability. They may maintain numerous superficial friendships, valuing quantity over quality. These relationships often serve to bolster their self-image rather than foster genuine connections. Covert narcissists may employ emotional blackmail tactics, using guilt or fear to manipulate others into compliance. This can create a toxic cycle of control and submission. A profound fear of failure drives the covert narcissist's need for validation. This fear can lead them to avoid risks or challenges that could threaten their self-image. Despite their accomplishments, covert narcissists often feel a persistent sense of dissatisfaction. This leads them to continuously seek external validation without finding fulfillment. They may be meticulous about their appearance and presentation, believing that good will garner them the admiration they crave. Covert narcissists often communicate indirectly, making it challenging for others to understand their needs. This can lead to misunderstandings and frustration. While they may feel interest, covert narcissists often struggle to engage with others' lives meaningfully. Their conversations tend to revolve around their own experiences. During stressful times, they may withdraw emotionally, leaving their loved ones feeling neglected and confused. This withdrawal can be a form of punishment. They frequently compare themselves to others, feeling inferior or superior based on these comparisons. This behavior can foster feelings of jealousy and resentment. Covert narcissists may resist accepting help, viewing it as a threat to their self-sufficiency. This can create barriers in relationships where support is needed. They often fear being exposed for who they truly are, leading them to maintain a carefully curated image that masks their vulnerabilities. Being around a covert narcissist can be emotionally draining. Their constant need for validation and attention can leave others feeling exhausted. They may resort to unhealthy coping mechanisms such as substance abuse or avoidance. Covert narcissists are less overt in their arrogance and entitlement than traditional narcissists. Covert narcissists display sensitivity, a sense of victimhood, and passive aggressive behaviors, and this can make them difficult to identify initially. Covert narcissists have this mask of humility. They present themselves as humble or self-deprecating. When you recognize this facade, it is very important. Their true nature may manifest through manipulation or emotional exploitation. Covert narcissists frequently employ guilt, shame, and emotional blackmail. When you understand these tactics, it can help you to navigate interactions more effectively. Covert narcissists often switch between charm and coldness. Watch for patterns in their behavior to spot inconsistencies that reveal their true intentions. Covert narcissists may always frame themselves as the victim in situations. This can be a red flag indicating manipulative behavior. While the covert narcissist might feign empathy, they typically lack genuine concern for others' feelings. Look for self-centeredness in their conversations. Again, clearly define what behavior is acceptable and what is not when dealing with a covert narcissist. Set boundaries, because boundaries can help protect your emotional well-being. When you set boundaries, that way you outsmart a covert narcissist. The other thing is consistency is key. Once boundaries are set, remain consistent. That way you will outsmart that covert narcissist. Covert narcissists often test limits, and inconsistency can lead to them pushing your boundaries further. Use clear and direct communication. Avoid ambiguous language, as covert narcissists may twist your words or manipulate your intentions. So in short, communicate clearly to outsmart the covert narcissist. Stay emotionally detached to outsmart the covert narcissist. Keep your emotions in check during interactions. Covert narcissists thrive on emotional reactions, so maintaining composure can thwart their attempts to manipulate you. Document interactions with them. Keep records of conversations and behaviors. This can provide clarity and serve as evidence if you need to address problematic behavior. Do not engage in drama with the covert narcissist. Avoid falling into their trap of creating drama. Respond to provocation with calmness to disarm and outsmart that covert narcissist. Build your support system. Seek outside support. Surround yourself with supportive friends or supportive family members who understand the situation. Their perspective can help validate your experiences. Consider talking to a therapist familiar with narcissistic behaviors. They can provide tools and strategies tailored to your situation. Educate yourself. Understanding narcissistic behavior can empower you. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to navigate challenges. To outsmart a covert narcissist, limit personal sharing. Be cautious about sharing personal information. Covert narcissists can use this information against you or manipulate it to their advantage. In discussions, stick to the facts. Avoid emotional appeals, as they may try to redirect the conversation to create confusion. Use I statements. Communicate your feelings using I statements to reduce defensiveness. For example, say, I feel overwhelmed when, rather than you make me feel. To outsmart a covert narcissist, prioritize self-care. Engage in activities that recharge you. Protecting your emotional energy is vital when dealing with a covert narcissist. Recognize your triggers. Be aware of what triggers you in interactions with them. Understanding your reactions can help you respond more mindfully. Techniques like meditation can help you remain centered and focused, reducing the impact of their manipulative tactics. Limit contact. If possible, reduce the frequency of interactions. Limiting exposure can minimize their influence over your emotions. Remember that their behavior reflects their issues, not yours. Keeping this perspective can help you avoid taking their actions personally. Validate your feelings of frustration or confusion. It is normal to feel this way when dealing with a covert narcissist. Disarm with kindness. Sometimes a surprising display of kindness can disarm their hostility. However, use this strategy with caution. It can backfire if they exploit your goodwill. Offer constructive feedback. If appropriate, provide constructive feedback. This may challenge their need for validation and provoke a defensive response. When they try to dominate discussions, gently redirect the conversation to neutral topics or others' experiences. Don't get sucked into their drama. Resist the urge to engage in their narrative of victimhood. Acknowledge their feelings, but don't validate manipulative behavior. Avoid personal attacks. When addressing their behavior, focus on specific actions rather than personal traits. This reduces defensiveness and promotes healthier dialogue. Beware of gaslighting. They may try to make you doubt your perceptions. Trust your instincts and maintain a clear understanding of reality. Plan for future interactions. Before meetings, mentally prepare yourself. Anticipate potential triggers and decide how to handle them. Develop emotional resilience. Work on strengthening your emotional resilience through therapy, self-reflection, or support groups. Acknowledge your progress in managing the relationship. Small victories can boost your confidence and motivation. You should know when to walk away from the covert narcissist. Assess the relationship. Evaluate whether the relationship is worth maintaining. If it causes more harm than good, consider distancing yourself. Trust your gut. If interactions consistently leave you feeling drained or confused, trust your instincts about the relationship. Be prepared to end toxic relationships. If necessary, be ready to end the relationship for your well-being. Your mental health should always come first. Stay informed. Continue to educate yourself about narcissistic behaviors. The more knowledge you have, the more empowered you will feel. Focus on your growth. Use the experience as a catalyst for personal growth. Reflect on what you've learned about yourself through the process. Embrace your strengths. Acknowledge your strengths and the resilience. You have the ability to navigate difficult situations with grace and courage. Move forward with confidence. Whether you choose to maintain or sever ties with the covert narcissist, approach the future with confidence. You have the tools to outsmart and protect yourself from covert narcissists. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful or helpful, please say it in the comment section below. You can click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and also choose the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a new video, you get notified about it. All right. Thank you. Catch you later in the next video.